So for the first time I'm wearing the sneakers. So I finally will get the coffee, minchia. So I'm running down. I'll be warm soon. But right now I got goosebumps. I've never used this word ever, have I? Goosebumps. So there you are. It's windy, so yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to do nothing today. I'll be buying like coffee and ice cream and yes, and I will have to make sure that I got coffee up here. I don't want to be having headaches. You know, yesterday I was like, shall I go to this valley, to the city? And then I was like, oh, I'm sort of headachy. I've got a slight headache. And why was that? Because I haven't had coffee for a day. So I'm like, oh yeah, you know, staying in, but at least I was reading. So I was reading about the Manson, the family, because of the Tarantino movie. So now I know it's been the Sharon Tate villa that got invaded, and the Sebring was in there too. So it wasn't as he's depicting it in the movie. It was differently. And Miles Mattis, he says that it hasn't happened like that at all, because he says the pictures have been doctored. So if some real event takes place, you don't need to alter the pictures, do you? I see the red cat running up there because I'm coming. She doesn't like me. I've been feeding that cat for like half a year. Winter to spring. Something like that. No, she ran up there. Yeah, it's because I've been throwing books at her. Yeah, well, it's a wild cat. If the cat needs to learn that my house is my territory and she's not, you know, starving. There is people from the nearby houses that seem to carry cat food in their pockets at all times. So they take care of this cat. So, you know, I won't get rid of the cat if I go you know, tolerating the cat. It's my territory, and now she knows that. I haven't seen her for weeks. She's not sitting around the house. She's not walking around there. If someone passes by and she's following that person, then she will just stop a bit, you know, few meters away from my house. So now she knows that's my territory. And you know, I've been feeding her, so I spent money on that cat. But that cat would never allow me to go through its fur and stuff. But there's people in the houses nearby that stay there. It's like a guest house, so they stay for 2 weeks or something. And even during these 2 weeks, the cat lets them touch the fur and be petted and, you know, hello. Whereas I am feeding the cat, I spend money on it, and I was like, is it too cold? 10 degrees minus, you know, Celsius. So I let her in. So one night, 2 nights, that and the other cat were in because it was so cold. It was maybe 5 degrees Celsius in my house, so it wasn't like cozy and warm, but it was warmer than outside, you know, -10. It was during winter, so she came in, and then I was able to pet her, and she was drooling because it was so nice. The others from the nearby houses, they cannot make that cat drool because they don't know how to actually pet the cat so that the cat would go, you know, liking it so much. The cats, they cannot, you know, if they drool, that's something that just happens. They cannot control that. And that drooling was because of me petting the cat so nicely. I knew that I had to go along the spine and that I had to make quick movements, just a little bit, you know, hovering above the fur so that the cat would, like, you know, have this sort of different, you know, petting happening to it. So yeah. The shoes hurt, the sneakers, whereas flip-flops never hurt. Yeah. So yeah, the Manson stuff is depicted wrongly in the Tarantino movie. And then, how was it in for real, in real life? So in real life, they were just wanting to discredit the hippie movement, so they invented somebody that would go and, you know, want to do that sort of helter-skelter and mayhem to the so-called pigs that were, like, you know, the normies. And so, I mean, Wikipedia doesn't really depict it correctly, so, but yeah, at least some people are linked there. So the Susan Atkins video you can watch, where you can watch a liar through and through. There is she's been interviewed, and how did she feel at certain points, and, you know, and so she's like lying throughout the whole video because it hasn't happened that way. And it's the same in the O.J. Simpson trial. So that one was to have the people not be aware of the NAFTA being installed in this North American free trade zone, and other things that were happening at that time too, politically. So it was a soap opera. You know, when you have a trial and you have it on television, then of course it's not real, because you cannot have a real trial being on a channel in TV. That one is a big topic in Miles Matty's PDF. It's just not possible. And also the attorney in the Simpson trial that was on the government side against the Simpson was doing stuff wrong. So like somebody that would be on her side, she would then she made like attorney mistakes. And also she wasn't an attorney, she carried on being a TV presenter right after this fake trial, because she was no and is no judge and no attorney, so she cannot go work for any kind of law office. And also, yeah, the pictures, like the way that Nicole Simpson is laying about the floor, so she has her feet under a fence, so you cannot drop dead like that. And also she's not showing the face. I mean, you cannot say that's her. It's her hair maybe, but you don't see her face. So, and also the skirt hasn't moved, so it's not, oh, we cannot show this photo to youngsters because her booty is sticking out. No, they took care, of these kind of things. So yeah, and then also her sister that Nicole, if you dyed that Nicole Brown Simpson's hair brown, then you get the sister of her. So the sister looks very much like Nicole Simpson, and that sister is her. The face is hers. You can tell by all the years that have been passing that it's just a face getting older, but it's the same nose and it's the same outline of the face, basically. So, seeing all that, we can say, okay, they wanted us to believe into that, Robert Kardashian getting Simpson free in court. So now when I see the Kardashians, I know they've been lying about that trial. They have. Whatever they say about it was a lie and is a lie. So I watched the Robert Kardashian interview where he was lying through and through. Like every question he got asked, he couldn't answer without lying, because the trial was a fake trial. So how does he feel about his wife being rather on the side of that Nicole, because they were friends? He got asked sort of questions like this. They were friends forever. So you see Khloe and Kris and Kardashian and the O.J. Simpson and Nicole in a picture. So you can tell that the Khloes, and they have all known that now we are doing a picture with this strange woman that used to be brown haired and all of that, just for this trial, so that people would, believe that there is a Nicole. My feet hurt. I should have worn socks. Or flip-flops. It would work, down here. If you walk like this, downward, the flip-flops are a much better choice. So now my one little toe is getting hurt a lot. Shall I walk bare feet until I'm down and on the road? I'm not really sure. Let's walk and not be running. Or let's find out how I have to do it so it doesn't hurt.